Do you believe that those who sacrifice their lives for their nation should never be forgotten? Then don't wait. Subscribe now. Your support is our true reward, and your trust is the reason we keep history alive. So let's take a journey into one of America's most emotional coins, the Kennedy half-dollar. The year was 1963. A nation stood in shock and grief as news spread that President John F. Kennedy had been assassinated. People wept in the streets, and a heavy silence fell across the United States. Just months later, the U.S. Mint began working on a coin that would immortalize his legacy, a small piece of metal that would carry the heart of a nation. In early 1964, the Kennedy half-dollar was born. It wasn't just a coin. It was a symbol of respect, unity, and remembrance. The design came together with incredible speed. Gilroy Roberts crafted the obverse, the front side, showing Kennedy's noble profile, while Frank Gasparo designed the reverse, featuring the powerful presidential seal, an eagle spreading its wings as if protecting the dreams of a grieving nation. The coin replaced the Franklin half-dollar, but unlike any before it, this one wasn't meant to circulate easily. People didn't spend it. They kept it close, as a reminder of hope, courage, and the price of leadership. Now let's move to the 1993 edition, the very coin you might be holding in your hand. This piece was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, made not of silver but of copper and nickel, because silver had been removed from circulating coins after 1970. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary coin, but collectors know better. If it's uncirculated, still shining with its original luster, or if it's a proof coin made for collectors, then it carries not just value, but a story frozen in time. Each of these coins whispers a piece of history, the echo of an era when America mourned, but refused to let the light of its fallen leader fade away. Over the decades, the Kennedy half-dollar became more than currency. It became a keepsake, a bridge between generations. Parents passed it down to their children, telling stories of courage, hope, and tragedy. For many Americans, it wasn't about 50 cents. It was about a moment that defined their lives. Even today, this coin still glows with nostalgia and pride. It reminds us that some legacies can't be erased by time. They live on, not only in books or monuments. Do you agree that every worker deserves their fair reward? Then take a second and subscribe, because that's our reward too. Behind every video lies hard work, history, and a hidden lesson. Today, let's uncover the story of a coin. Not just a piece of metal, but a shining chapter of American history. The 2005 Jefferson nickel, a small coin carrying centuries of legacy within it. It was a time when the history of American coinage changed forever. On the front appears the face of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the main author of the Declaration of Independence. For the very first time, Jefferson looked straight ahead, a design that connects past and present, symbolizing a modern and confident America. Behind this new vision was artist Joe Fitzgerald, who based his design on a classic portrait by Rembrandt Peale. The word liberty was taken directly from Jefferson's own handwriting, as if he himself was speaking to the nation once again. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" and the year 2005 stand as witnesses of faith and time. Then came the Westward Journey series, a series not just about coins, but about a journey. From 2004 to 2006, the U.S. Mint honored the legendary Lewis and Clark expedition, commissioned by Jefferson himself after the Louisiana Purchase. It was a journey meant to expand borders, to unite a nation from ocean to ocean. In 2005, two remarkable reverse designs were released. The American bison design celebrated the untamed wildlife that explorers encountered on their way west, a powerful symbol of strength and freedom. The second, Ocean in View, captured the moment when the explorers finally reached the Pacific Ocean writing in their journals, "Ocean in view. Oh, the joy!" It was the cry of a dream fulfilled. Historical significance. For Jefferson, this expedition wasn't just a political act. It was a vision of discovery and progress. And that vision breathes through the 2005 nickel. It wasn't just currency. It was the spirit of exploration itself, numismatic value. Most of these nickels are still found in everyday circulation, but uncirculated or proof versions, especially those with the S mint mark from San Francisco, are prized by collectors around the world. Some rare error coins, like double die strikes or misprints, can even reach values of hundreds or thousands of dollars. And in the end, the 2005 Jefferson nickel reminds us that sometimes even the smallest face can reflect the direction of an entire nation. Do you agree that every worker deserves to be paid for their hard work? If yes, then subscribe right now, because your one subscription is our reward and motivation. Watch this video till the end, and you'll discover a coin that is not just a piece of metal, but a symbol of a nation's greatness. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar holds a special place in American coin history. It was minted in 1978 as a $1 coin, designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin was made of a copper-nickel blend, outer, layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 22.68 grams and measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter. On the front side, the coin features President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of Allied forces during World War II. His leadership and strength made him a symbol of unity and courage in American history. Soon after his death in 1969, this coin was approved to honor his remarkable service and legacy. The reverse design tells an inspiring story as well. It shows an American bald eagle landing on the surface of the moon, holding an olive branch in its claws. This image was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, commemorating humanity's first moon landing in 1969. The design beautifully connects Eisenhower's military strength with America's achievements in space, a message of power, peace, and exploration. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar remains a rare and cherished piece that represents the history, leadership, and progress of the United States. If you love stories behind rare and historical coins, don't forget to subscribe now, because your one click inspires us to bring you more amazing stories like this. Are you one of those people who love discovering the hidden stories behind the coins in your pocket? If yes, then get ready, because today we're uncovering the fascinating history of one of America's most iconic coins, the Washington quarter. But before we begin, let me ask you something. Do you believe that every story deserves to be told and every creator deserves support? Then show your support. Subscribe now. It's absolutely free for you, but it means the world to us. Now let's dive in. The story of the Washington quarter begins in 1932, a year filled with patriotic celebration. It was the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and the U.S. Mint wanted to honor the nation's first president in a timeless way. That's when sculptor John Flanagan was chosen to design this historic coin. His elegant portrait of Washington, facing left with calm determination, became one of the most recognized designs in American coinage. You can even spot Flanagan's initials quietly engraved near Washington's neck, a subtle mark of artistry that endures to this day. The obverse, or front, of the coin proudly displays the word liberty above Washington's head, while the nation's faith is declared through the phrase, "In God we trust." Beneath the portrait, the denomination quarter dollar reminds us of its value, just 25 cents, yet rich with history. Flip the coin over, and the original reverse featured a majestic eagle with its wings outstretched, symbolizing strength, freedom, and courage. This powerful image remained a part of the coin's identity for more than 6 decades. But as America evolved, so did the quarter. From 1932 to 1998, the classic eagle ruled the reverse side. Then, in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the legendary 50-state quarters program, turning ordinary change into miniature works of art. Each state was celebrated with its own unique design depicting history, culture, and pride. Collectors everywhere rushed to complete their sets, sparking one of the biggest coin-collecting crazes in modern history. In 2009, the tradition continued with quarters, honoring the District of Columbia and U.S. territories, giving recognition to every corner of the nation. From 2010 to 2021, the America the Beautiful Quarters program took the stage, celebrating national parks and landmarks that define the American landscape. And beginning in 2022,